Hello students, welcome to our regular online class. I am Mihilal Singho, Assistant Teacher English, Doyamoy Singho High School. Today we are going to talk about question tag or tag question. In our previous class with Prasanna sir, you have learned, I hope you have learned a lot with the rules and other stuffs. Today we will discuss some tricks and techniques so that you can make it easily. Alright? So what is question tag? Actually question tag consists of three parts: auxiliary verb, pronoun, and finally the question mark. I have seen many students forgetting to write the question mark, but their answer is true. If you forget to write this question mark, your answer is wrong. So remember to write the question mark and at the end of your question tag. Okay? So from where the auxiliary verb comes? The auxiliary verb comes from the verb. Okay? So when we try to solve a problem, suppose he is, alright, let me write a verb. They play football. Okay, they play football. Alright, so they play. This is the verb. I said verb, auxiliary verb comes from the verb. So if we make it negative, what will it be? They play football, they do not play football. Okay? Do not. So this do is an auxiliary verb, isn't it? So the auxiliary verb comes from the verb itself. Now the pronoun, and pronoun comes from the subject. If there is a pronoun already, then we don't have to worry about it anymore. We will just write the pronoun over there. If there is no pronoun, if there is a noun, then we have to make it take the pronoun of that particular noun. Suppose Rahul plays football. Okay? So our subject is Rahul, and I said the pronoun will come from the noun or the subject. So who is the subject of this sentence? Who plays football? If you ask the verb with who, okay, who, then you get the subject. Okay? Rahul plays football. If I say who plays football, what will be the answer? Rahul. So Rahul is the subject. Okay? To identify, to find out the subject, you have to ask the verb with who. Then you will get the subject. And if you get the subject, it is easy for you to find out the pronoun. Okay? So Rahul plays football. Who plays football? Rahul plays football. So Rahul is the subject. And Rahul is a male and his pronoun is he. So we got the pronoun he. Okay? Now auxiliary verb. Let us find the auxiliary verb in this sentence. Okay? Rahul plays football. Rahul plays. So if we make it negative, then what happens? Rahul plays football. Rahul doesn't play football. So plays football, doesn't play, and if it is play, then what happens? Don't. Okay. Plays, doesn't play, play, do not or don't play. Okay. So we got the answer, doesn't. Rahul plays football, Rahul doesn't play football. So auxiliary verb is does, and the negative form of the does is doesn't. So doesn't he? Finally, the question mark. The answer of this question tag is Rahul plays football, doesn't he? So why doesn't he? The first and foremost rule of question tag is, if the statement is affirmative, the tag will be in the negative. Again, if the statement is affirmative, then the question tag will be in negative. If the statement is negative, then the tag will be in the affirmative. So Rahul plays football, Rahul never play football. Alright, now what? Never means the statement is negative. Okay, Rahul never play football. So forget this word. Okay, forget this word, never. Rahul play or Rahul plays. Okay, so if you forget this one, then it becomes plays. Okay, so Rahul plays. If you make it negative, Rahul doesn't play. So we get the auxiliary verb, which one? Does. Okay, does. So as the statement is negative, then it has to be affirmative. Okay, so does is affirmative. Okay, and doesn't is negative. So here we will write does, and pronoun is he. Solved. So this is the technique to solve it easily without any confusion. So let's get back to our main discussion. Alright, so auxiliary verb pronoun. Okay, if we, remember that some students just put the answers in their answer sheet. It is better to write the complete sentence and make it a complete question. Alright, so just don't do this like answer to the question number, okay, number probably 9. Okay, so some students do that, like, okay, does he? Okay, I think it's better not to write this way. Okay, it is better to write the complete sentence. Okay, or make the complete text question. It is better to do that way. Okay, now, and another tips. So as students always forget to put the question mark at the end of their text question, it is better to solve the problem the opposite way. Okay, so first of all, put the question mark, then the pronoun, then the auxiliary verb. Okay, then you won't forget again to put the question mark. Okay, and it will help in another way. I'll discuss it. Okay, now pronoun, subject, pronoun. So to solve a question tag, it is important to first of all learn about or identify the subject. Second, secondly, you need to identify the verb. Identify the verb. Why it is important to identify the verb? Because the auxiliary verb will come from the verb. Then make sure you get the correct tense. Okay, so tense is like potatoes in curry. Okay, so in every grammatical problems, tense is a must. So the students who haven't yet properly read or studied tense, go and open your book and read tense properly, because tense is a must in English grammar. Okay, so tense. All right, identify properly. Identify. You have to identify the tense properly. Otherwise, your question auxiliary verb will be wrong. Probably, surely be wrong. Okay, so tense. Then finally, the pronoun and auxiliary verb. The way I am going to teach you the easiest way to solve question tag will cover this one also, that is auxiliary versus pronoun, auxiliary and pronoun agreement. All right, so finally, so auxiliary and pronoun agreement, what is that? It is funny, isn't it? But I will make it clear to you. See, auxiliary verb, if you say like that, suppose the pronoun is they. Okay, as we are going to write solve the question the opposite way, then we will obviously write this one first. Okay, they. So sometimes the sentence will tell you to write does. Okay, does. See, does they do not agree to each other. Okay, so suppose okay, I do, we do, you do, they do. It is not they does. All right, that's why it is important to make sure the pronoun and auxiliary agrees to each other. So we will listen to this one, and that means the pronoun. Okay, if we listen to the pronoun, then what happens? They, not does, they do. Then we will omit this one. Okay, so this way we can make sure that our question tag is correct. Now what? So subject. This subject, you have to identify the subject first. And in a sentence, sometimes like long time ago, long time, or long days ago, long days ago, long days ago. Okay, some. Let me say, I Okay. So some students face problem. They cannot, I mean, identify who is the subject. Long days ago, or I. Okay. Therefore, they make mistake and they solve the question tag in the wrong way. Alright. So remember that long days ago, a few days back, recently, someday. So you don't have to count this before the subject. Okay, subject comes just before the verb. Okay, just before the verb the subject comes. So it is important to find out the verb in a sentence. Okay, so whenever you find the verb, then you can identify the subject. Okay, so in complex sentence or compound sentence, what do you do? In complex sentence, the which one is important? Not the clause. Okay, you have to identify the clause first. Okay, so how many clauses are there? Main clause, dependent clause. All right, so the subject of the main clause will be counted. Okay, so the subject of the main clause will be the matter of discussion in our problem. Okay, the pronoun will come out from the main clause. Okay, now so subject is identified. Okay, done. Subject is identified, then the verb. So when you get the verb, and obviously it will help you to find out the auxiliary verb. Okay, so remember that there are some sentences like, let me write it here. Okay, he cuts his hand with a sharp knife. Okay, then he cut his hands with a sharp knife. So you might think the sentence is wrong. Why? We know after he, if the sentence is if the sentence is in the if the sentence is what is this is past and this is present. If the sentence is in present, then s or yes is added to the verb. So some students just think that when they see he cut, then they think that it is wrong, because they are always habituated with he cuts, he goes, he eats. Alright, but whenever they get this word, they cut, he cut, then they become confused. They think that it is the same and it is printed wrong. Okay, so they make mistake and they just write like this way, he cuts his hands, doesn't he? Okay, so if I write he cuts his hand with a sharp knife, it's alright, it's fine, it's correct. But if I write he cut his hand, doesn't he, it is wrong. Why? This cut is not present, it is past. If we make it negative, then what happens? He cut, he did not cut. Not here, he cuts, he doesn't cut. He cut, he did not cut. Then my answer becomes didn't, not doesn't. So this is the problem. So you have to identify the verb and the tense of the verb correctly so that you can solve the problem easily. Alright? Now the final part, auxiliary verbs and pronoun agreement. So as we are going to solve the question the opposite way, then again what we will do? So suppose alright, nobody likes me. Alright, so if we solve the question the opposite way, then we first of all we have to identify the pronoun. So what is the pronoun of nobody? Somebody, someone, everybody, everyone, nobody, no one. It is the pronoun of these words are they. Alright, so nobody likes me. And likes, if we make it negative, this statement is already negative because nobody. Okay, nobody is there. If there is nobody, none, no one, then the sentence becomes negative. So if we just forget the nobody, the word nobody, then what happens? Likes, do not, doesn't like. Okay, likes, doesn't like. So if we say just, if we just like write this, okay, if we just write this, does they, they, does, do not agree to each other. They do, not does. Alright, so that's why I said auxiliary versus pronoun. I mean, they have to agree each other, and we will always listen to they, the pronoun, and they do. Okay, as the statement is negative, nobody. Okay, so the answer will be in the affirmative, and that is not does, do they. Alright, okay, now let's get back to some other stuffs. So what should we have clear knowledge about? The subjects. Who are they? I, we, you, they. Okay, you, তুমি, তোমরা, and he, she, and it. Alright, or say Rahim, okay, book. Alright, then cats. Okay, alright, now what? I, so the pronoun we will use, if there is I, then I will be used. We, you, they, there is no change. And he, she, there is no change. It, Rohim. So Rohim is he. Okay. Book is it, any material noun we will use the pronoun it. Then cats, they. Why? Because not cat, it is cats, plural. So the pronoun will be they. Okay, any plural noun, the pronoun will be they. Okay, so to get the auxiliary verb and the affirmative and the negative form, we have to understand the auxiliary verbs first. So how many auxiliary verbs are there? Okay, first the be verb. The be verb, who are they? Am, is, are, was, were. Okay, if they are in a sentence, then their negative form will be used if the statement is affirmative. And what is the negative form of these? Am, not amn't. Okay, A-M-N-T, no. Okay, it is aren't. Is, isn't, are, aren't. So these two are same. Okay, aren't, same. Okay, is, isn't, was, wasn't, were, weren't. Okay, so be verb. Now do verb. Who are they? Do, does, did. Okay, do, don't, does, doesn't, did, didn't. Alright, be verb, do verb, and you can copy it in your notebook. So the variation is there. Am, aren't, most of the auxiliary verbs negative form is almost same. Am, aren't, is, isn't, are, aren't, was, wasn't, were, weren't, do, don't, does, doesn't, did, didn't. Okay. All right. Now have verb. Okay, have verb. Have, has, had. Okay, so have, haven't, has, hasn't, and had, hadn't. Alright, have, haven't, has, hasn't, and had, hadn't. Remember, these have, has, and had are directly used when they are along with another verb, when they are used as auxiliary verb. When they are not used as auxiliary verb, if they are used as a helping verb, then we cannot use them directly. Give me an example. I had, alright, I have a beautiful car. Okay, so most of the students, they memorize that if there is have, has, had, it will go directly there. Okay. Now let me write another sentence. I have had a beautiful car. What's the difference? Have, had. Here the verb have is used as an auxiliary verb, but here as a helping verb, and this is the main difference. So just don't think that if have, has, had is there, we'll just write directly. It will be wrong. How? Let's see. Have, I have a beautiful car. Haven't, I? Alright, cross. But now, I have had a beautiful car. Haven't I? Correct. Alright, so isn't it funny? Have is there in both the sentences, but here haven't is wrong, but here haven't is correct. Why? Because see, here have is used as a helping verb, there is no other verb. But here there is another verb, it is used as an auxiliary verb. So this is the main point. Okay? If have, has, had are used as helping verb and there is no verb in the sentence and no other verb in the sentence, then we cannot use them directly. But if have, has, had, they are used in a sentence as an auxiliary verb and there is another verb in that sentence, then only we can use have, has, had directly at the question tag. So how we can make it? Okay, see, if we make it negative, I have a beautiful car, I do not have a beautiful car. Okay, do. So do, does, did. So do, does, did. If they are used in a sentence as helping verbs, we have to use do, does, did in the tag. If they are used as auxiliary verbs in a sentence, then we will use directly. Otherwise, we have to use do, does, did to make the question tag. See, I have a beautiful car, I do not have a beautiful car. I have had a beautiful car, I haven't had a beautiful car. I haven't. Okay? I have a beautiful car, I do not have a beautiful car. I have had a beautiful car, I haven't had a beautiful car. So that's why when have, has, had are used as helping verbs, we have to use do, does, did, and if they are used as an auxiliary verb, then only we can use them directly in our tag. Remember that. It's important. Alright. So, let me take another sentence. He had gone to Dhaka. To Dhaka. Alright. So, had gone. That means had is used as an auxiliary verb, not a helping verb. Alright. So, he had gone to Dhaka. So had is a past form. Okay. So if we make it negative, what will happen? He had gone, he hadn't gone. Alright. Now if we write another sentence here, so now we can use hadn't directly, okay? But here he had a fever. So he had a fever. Here had is used as a helping verb and there is no other verb. Now if you make it negative, he had, he did not have. Alright? Did, didn't have. Okay? So here we have to use didn't, not hadn't. Remember that. He had a fever, not hadn't he. No, the correct answer is didn't he. So why didn't he? Have you understood? Have you got the point? Alright, again let me, and if there is has, then we will use the auxiliary verb does. Okay, so if had, have, has, had are used alone in a sentence there and there is no other verb, then we have to use do, does, did to make question tag. If have, has, had are used with another verb, then we can use them directly. Okay? So have, don't have, has, doesn't have, had, didn't have. Okay. Now finally the modal auxiliary. The modal auxiliary. The modal auxiliary, if modal auxiliaries are used in a sentence, we can use them directly. Alright. So who are them? Who are they? Can, could, shall. Alright. Let's make them negative. Can, can't, could, couldn't, shall, shan't. Okay, shall, shan't. Some students make mistake while using this one, so remember that. Can, can't, could, couldn't, shall, shan't, should. Alright, will. Okay, should, shouldn't. Will, won't. Okay, will, won't. Alright, can, could, shall, should, will, would, wouldn't. Okay, okay, can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might. Alright. Alright. So, may. We will leave it here because may is something different. Alright. May, might, mightn't. May is not used in question tag. Mightn't. Alright. So, may is not used in question tag, so we will leave it here. Okay. So, can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might. Okay, can, can't, could, couldn't, shall, shan't, should, shouldn't, will, won't, would, wouldn't, might, mightn't. Must, mustn't. All right. So there, if there is there, okay, sorry, there, and all right. So modal auxiliaries are covered, and their negative forms are covered. So it's important to know their affirmative form and the negative form, otherwise it will be wrong when you try to use them. So most confusing words were like am, okay, aren't. So remember that, aren't. And other one, okay, shall, that is shan't, okay, shall, shan't. Remember this one. All right. Now this is all for today. This is I will try to cover the rest of the tricks and techniques in my next class, and if you follow the class attentively, then I hope you won't make any mistakes further in your exams anymore. So follow the class regularly and try to practice at home. All right, till then, have a good day.